All right, y'all. So I was showing y'all the Huda Beauty, the peach cupcake setting powder, and I set my whole face and realized it wasn't recording. And so this is what the Huda Beauty peach cupcake looks like underneath my eyes. And I've already bronzed here. I used the NARS Laguna 8 bronzer here, and then I also put the this new Chanel palette on. And I apologize, I thought I was recording, but this is the Chanel palette, and it just has different shades of pink tones in there, and I put that on my cheeks there. And I really, really, really like this blush palette. It's soft but subtle. You know, you don't really see. You don't. It's not like a ba boom in your face. Like, it's nice and soft. So I like that. And then after I put that on, I just went over my whole face with the Double Wear powder. In 6.1 by Estee Lauder, the Double Wear foundation powder, and I just put that all over my face. And then I went in, I was telling y'all a whole story about this MAC Pro Matte face powder. And I used to be a matte collector. Like, I bought everything from every collection, like from 2010 all the way up to, like, I would say 2019, 2020. And so I went in my stash and I found a bunch of these like Pro Matte face powders. And I didn't know, when I was buying them at the time, I didn't know what they were for, right? I was just like, oh, it's a pretty powder. I'm just gonna buy it because people are telling me to buy it, right? So I recently pulled this out and I found that this makes a very good like finishing powder. And so I'm gonna show you what I already put a little bit there, but you see, like, it gives you like a glow from within. And so I'm gonna go in, I'm just gonna use a little bit more because, you know, I just wanted to show you. But you just put it on and you see, like, it's like a matte, but it's like a glow. And I put it everywhere except for underneath my eyes, because obviously I want my under eyes to stay good, right? I want them to stay matte and I want them to stay good. But you see, like, it just gives a glow from within. So I don't know whether to call this a highlight powder. It's called a Pearl Matte face powder, but it just makes the makeup look like, you can see, like, I'm just like glowing from within, but I'm not greasy glow, you know what I mean? So I really, really like that. And so that's just encouraging me to pull out the rest of my MAC stuff. So this is the complexion here, and I really, really like it. I really like the Chanel. And I really, really like the Huda Beauty pressed powder. So I thought Peach Cupcake would be too light for me, but it complements the look completely. And if it cut off, I just want to go back in and show you. I used the Chanel Ultra Latant, their new concealer. And I used the shades BD91 and B70. And I'll give you like a little swatch of each one. So this is BD91. And you can see it has like a little bit of a golden tone. And B70, so I guess the BDs in the Chanel are supposed to be for like a golden undertone, and the Bs, like this is B70, the Bs are supposed to be a neutral undertone. And so I used the BD91 in here, and then I used the B70 in the center. But this is the B70. And I don't know if you can see that. It's just a little bit lighter than the BD91. And so it gives me like a nice golden under eye, not too bright, not too scary. And then the One Size Sweet Honey and the Huda Beauty Peach Cupcake just helps it melt together, and it just looks really, really nice. So I like, and you can see like it's poreless, it's creaseless, it's good, right? So next we're gonna do lips. And Gucci came out with these new lipsticks. Well, they're not new, but they're it's like a shade extension to their matte line, and the Gucci matte formula is one of my favorite lines. So I picked up the new shade Ida Mocha, and I saw Kinky Sweat on YouTube talk about this, and it's this, and it's like a little terracotta nudie color, and I love those colors, and so I'm gonna try that on today. I also have the new Ilia Lip Sketch Hydrating Crayon, and they came out with a new shade for us deep girlies, and in Tableau, and so it's like that. I'll swatch it here. It's a nice dark brown, right? And so I'm gonna try that out. And then I also have the NYX, the OG Brew, their collab with Paloma. And I hear a lot of people on this app saying that it doesn't really match their skin tone, but I love Cold Brew. I've been wearing it since 2016, or since it came out, and that's the OG Brew next to the Tableau. So I'm gonna use that in the combo. And then my holy grail lip liner is the Smashbox dark reddish brown, and I use that just to kind of go in the center of things. And this is a swatch of that. So I like to use a mix of browns. And so let's go in with the lip combo. So I'm gonna go on the outside with the Tableau from Ilia. And it's a nice dark brown, I like it. It gives you like alright. So there's that. So I've outlined that. It's a nice dark neutral brown. So it doesn't have a lot of red in it, which I like. And so I'll go in with the OG Brew, because the OG Brew has a little bit of red in it. And so I'm just gonna kind of go on top of that. And again, like with these lips, we're just layering stuff, right? So I'm gonna put that in. That's the OG Brew on my lip. So you can see the Tableau, and then this is the OG Brew. And I think it's a nice shade. I think people are just, they like to complain, but I like it. I'll purchase more of them, but I like it. And then I'm gonna go in the center, and I need to sharpen this with this red. And this is like the standard for me. I go on with the dark. Liner, and then I go in with a little bit of a lighter liner around, and then I go in the center with this dark reddish brown, and I really like it. All right, and so that's what we have. And then I'm gonna go in with the Gucci Ida Mocha. And again, that's what it looks like. And we're just gonna, so you see how it looks like terracotta on my, oh, sorry y'all. So see how it looks terracotta in the tube, but it's a different color on my lips, but I like it. It's like a little nude. And it's super creamy. Super creamy. See if you can see it with mine. Yeah. So that's Gucci Ida Mocha. And like, if I'm going to work, I'm not really a lip gloss girly, because I wear a mask and the lip gloss gets stuck to my mask. And so I usually do like little matte lips like this. Roll it down like this. And then what I'll do is I'll go in with the Tableau, just to kind of darken that up. And then I'm gonna go back in with the OG Brew and just kind of go like that. And that is my lip combo. Okay, and so let me pull back a little bit so you guys can see the, there we go. Now you got the light. you guys can see the whole combo. And like I said, I'm loving the under eye. I love the Chanel concealer. The lip came out good. So this Gucci Etta Mocha, if you're my skin tone, go ahead and get it because it's good. And then I'm loving the Huda Beauty peach powder as well, the pressed powder here. So, and now that my other light is off, you can actually see it pretty good. All right, so we're gonna set. So I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks liquid blurring balm, and then I'm gonna use the Ben Nye Final Seal. And the Ben Nye Final Seal helps my makeup stay on with my mask, so I'm just gonna kind of spray it. Sorry. So I'm just gonna kind of spray it, and then I'm gonna spray the Final Seal there. Fan it a little bit, and while I have my eyes closed, you can see the eyes. And look at my skin. Like, look how blurring my skin is. Like, these products are the bomb. Okay, and so, like, this is the final look there. Right here. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me today. Like I said, it's Snowmageddon today, so I have nothing else to do. So I figured, hey, I've been wanting to start this beauty channel for a while, so let's do it in the snow. All right, look forward to seeing you guys later. Bye.